also happy International Women's Day. Well, wherever what day it is in the area that you live in. But this year we highlight the significance of women, where they came from and how far they came from, and how far we all still have to go. And I hope you have a wonderful time celebrating the wonderful women all around you. In line with celebrating International Women's Day, today we'll be highlighting one of many women that are doing amazing things and shaping the world that we live in. So joining me for today's episode is Yuqing Wang. She is a happiness coach who supports people, especially entrepreneurs, in prioritizing and improving their happiness in life and at work. She has a very unconventional professional journey. Originally, she studied chemistry, then worked as a science researcher, later transitioned to IT consulting, and last year she started her own coaching business, and at the same time she works as a yoga teacher, which is awesome. During her up to now 6 years of self-discovery journey, she explores and experiences the power of happiness. And therefore, she is dedicated to supporting people to unleash the hidden power of their true happiness. So help me welcome Yuqing, and welcome Yuqing. Well, first of all, we just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. And look, it's amazing what women around the world are doing. And I just have to say that your title is amazing. Like, I want it. So I'm excited to find out more about that, about your work as well, because I think it's just awesome. And it's a great title to have. Who doesn't want happiness in life, you know? So, Yuqing, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Daisy, for having me. I'm so honored to be the very first guest for our foundation. And also it's a special time, like you mentioned, this weekend will be the International Women's Day. And I also want to inspire more women to really define themselves, let's say, not defined by the outside world. Yes, my name is Yuqing. I'm located in Germany at the moment. Yes, I'm very happy to be here and share my journey, share my insight. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And yes, all the way in Germany, which is awesome. And I'm all the way in Australia. So wherever you are in the world, happy International Women's Day from the both of us. So, Yuqing, you're a business happiness coach. What does that actually mean in general?
Yes. So actually, I would say I'm a happiness coach and who support people in business, such as entrepreneurs. That's why I put this three words together. Yes. So like you said, happiness coach, for me, it's like to support people prioritizing their happiness and also improve it. Because many people, especially entrepreneurs, they're focused so much on their business development, career, and busy around their family, everything else, not themselves happiness. That's what I realize is a big problem. I want to support them to improve it.
That is amazing, actually. Yes, the point that you touched on there is, as an entrepreneur, you're focused more on the business. You focus on getting everything done, meeting targets, and getting your business to grow. Sometimes you forget that those other small steps of, are you actually happy with life and business, the way you're doing things, and that it's like that self-check-in. And I think I love that aspect. It's amazing, because it's not something we think of a lot when we think, oh yeah, I'm going to start a business. We don't often think of that side of things, of how do, am I happy? How do I unleash that power of happiness in my life? So I love that. So in my follow-up question, what does it mean to be truly happy, though? What does truly happy mean when you say you want to help entrepreneurs unleash that part of themselves in both work and life.
So when we talk about happiness, many people tend to get confused with, they thought that like feeling happy all the time, but actually that is not what we want. First, it's impossible because our lives is all of up and downs. Our emotions, sad, happy, stressed. We can't control that. It's natural for us as human to experience various emotions. It's okay. It's natural. We don't need to control that. The second is also not when we really pursue instant gratification, or for example, we eat a piece of chocolate, we feel happy at that moment. And if we continue more similar like short videos on TikTok or whatever, right? That's not what we try to pursue. And instead, we should pursue the true happiness. Of course, everyone has their own definition. I think it's like about feeling content and peaceful in general in life, at work. We can sleep well, we have a healthy body, we have a warm heart, we can connect with ourselves, and also we have an interesting soul, I called it. That means that we know our values, we go into our, live with our purpose and be curious, creative. It's a very general, like how to say, actually it's that's what we human should be, but nowadays we get too much used to be a robot, feel into a role, and be professional at that role, perform, right? Actually, we should go back to be a human. That's what I support, the meaning behind what I'm doing.
Awesome. I really like that. I really like the fact that, you know, when you say everyone has a different definition of what happiness is to them. And, you know, when you say, you know, we all should be, everyone deserves to be happy as well, and deserves to feel content with what they're doing. You know, that's a really powerful statement there, because we're all filled with, you know, we have to go to work, we have to be parents, we have to be, you know, we have to be partners, we have to be wives. There's all these roles that we play. At the end of the day, it's exactly, it comes down to that. You know, are you truly happy with all the roles that you're playing? So that they don't feel so much more like roles. Maybe they just feel part of life. They become more part of your life, which is very special. And I really like how you've come up with this model and have put it together to be able to support people that we know struggle the most, especially entrepreneurs, like, you know, business owners. Some business owners tend to focus more on the revenue, and, you know, if the revenue is great, then everything is great, but it's everything else that comes in between that sometimes we, as just humans, because we're humans, we forget to check in with ourselves. And yeah, I think that's awesome. So I found out, what do you specifically do when you're actually supporting people to live with true happiness? Like, what does that entail?
Yeah. So when it's come to, I would, let's say, put into two parts. First part, I start to explore. So explore what really happiness means to them, and to make it clear for them what element it is and what they're doing very good, what is not. And then we focus on the specific point, one at a time. That's, for example, some people have problem with a peace of mind because they have lots of work from company and from family. That's just example. Then we work on that specifically. And also I support people to explore who they are. This is very often we forget, right? We don't know. We just want to busy around every day and we don't know who we are. And also I support them to explore their vision. I'd say the positive, unique impact that they want to create on our world. Because we human need the sense of purpose. We need this meaning of life. It's a contribution to others that's so important to our happiness. And also I support people to explore their speaking, thinking, and behavior patterns, which does not serve them, but we don't see if we don't have a mirror, like a coach. And the second part, I support people after the exploration, or together with the exploration, is rewinement to, okay, this kind of thinking pattern doesn't serve me, then we develop different mindset, a powerful mindset, develop this self-mastery or self-discipline, we said, and the transformation habits. It's because our habits to define our character define our destiny. So this, in all in together through the exploration, rewinement, then we improve people's happiness.
Wow, that is amazing. I definitely will be booking in a session. I will start booking my sessions. So if you're listening, I think we should all be booking some sessions because, like what you said, sometimes you have to look in the mirror, and if you're not, and sometimes you need that person, someone else, to look at you and be able to help you with that, because we're human, as you said, we're humans, we're not perfect, and we often sometimes don't see when things are not saving us, and sometimes we need that little help to uplift us, to do what's good, what we love, and what's making us happy more of. So how did you? Oh, sorry, no, you go.
So I think that what you mentioned, that's very important, to ask for help. That is really powerful, because many people feel how to say, they don't reach for coaching or for mentoring. They say, oh, I'm not ready, I'm not it's not time yet, right? Actually, they're afraid to ask for help, but that is how we grow exponentially. And for me, I find really good coach to support me, because I know the power of coaching, and also the how much I can grow there. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you need. And
No, I absolutely love that. Because as women, going back to just even highlighting some of the themes of being a woman, we tend to want to do it all, and asking for help sometimes, it can be perceived as you can even perceive it yourself as, oh no, asking for help means I can't handle the pressure, I can't handle things myself, therefore I can't ask for help. And I really just love that idea of asking for help. And asking for help, there's nothing wrong with that. That actually makes you stronger, because you're realizing when you need that help. And it's really important sometimes to reach out for that extra hand, to say, hey, look, I need help. And I think, like exactly how you said it really contributes to your happiness of how you do things. And it just gives you that reflection on yourself, which we're just humans. We often forget, and we often sometimes feel restrained to ask, oh, I'm not ready to ask for help, or if I ask for help, what if they start to think this, asking for that as extra assistance when there's nothing wrong with it. We all you get a personal trainer when you need some help in the gym. It's just like that in life. Get a business coach, get a life coach, get a mentor, get that help that you need when you need it. There's nothing wrong with reaching out for help. So I love that. I really love that business model. And did you find that when you created the business, did you create it because you found some gaps within your own personal experiences, or where did the idea of it grow from, and what was the driving purpose to be, okay, I really need to do this because there's a gap here that I need to fill, of people needing a service?
Yes, it's of course, it's everything started from in my life experience. Because, for example, when I let's go a bit back to As a child, it's so it just go to school, and no matter you like it or not like it, just learn it, go to get good grades, and go to the next level. Then until you go to the college, university, then you begin to work. But all this way, and none of a person or ask me, "Are you happy?" Right? And also, I never asked me myself that question. And until one day, I remember Professor Chong. That is, I met him in my last work. And one day he just all of a sudden asked me, Yuqing, are you happy? I was like, oh, no one asked me. No one really care. And all this question come out of it. And at that time, I was really struggling. And when he asked me, I really feel very touched. Then of course, I don't want to embarrass anybody. I say, oh, I'm generally happy. But actually, if I'm honest, it's not at all. I'm really suffering, to be honest. And then from that on, I realized it's how important. It's just a very small question. Are you happy? Right? And nothing like that then that can make me really begin to think deeper. And then that's why I stopped that previous job and start something really help people to be happy. Of course, this journey is not easy to exactly. I come to, okay, I want to be a business happiness coach. I mean, it's not. At the beginning, I also think, okay, maybe people are not happy. Let's support them to transition their life. That's what I did, and I'm good at it. I'm more convincing for people to get support from me. But also, I last year had 10 days silent meditation in the mountains. I really slowed down myself, and I realized, okay, what people want is happiness. Why not just directly go to it, right? It's not necessary to be career transition, or maybe something else that people are not happy. So just go for that way. This year, that's why I make this switch to business coaching.
Wow. Yeah, that is really powerful. And I love how you said you did a self-retreat to really think through how you're going to do this, and realizing that potential to be able to help others. Like what you said before about as humans, having that needing to serve purpose of people around us, and having that purpose. And it's that time that you took to reflect on, okay, what is it that's going to make me happy? But I have to say, that is a really good question, isn't it? When someone asks you, are you happy? And you're like, and it's often, I guess not many people get asked that in a lifetime, especially in a work context. So it's always like, what do you mean? And I can imagine someone ask me that at work, I'm like, happy with what? What do you mean? Like, I'll be in the same boat of, why are you asking? And I don't know. I'll actually be like, oh, I don't know. Because, it's my definition of happiness is not the next person's definition of happiness. And you doing the job that you do, I guess you'd take that place of helping me figure out, okay, this is my definition of happiness. How do I get that? How can I have that in my life? How can I get that to be empowered and get on? Which is amazing. I really like that. Did you throughout your journey of setting your business up, did you come through any barriers that gave you a valuable insight that you'd be able to share with other female entrepreneurs or any young people around the world, especially females, doing that transition of changing careers or just setting up anything in life on your own?
Yes. If this one insight I want to share, it's about you defined yourself. It's not your parents, not the society told you what to do. Even you are an engineer, for example, you don't have to carry that head. Okay, engineer must be like this, fill this role. They can't be like that. But you are a well-rounded human.
Yeah.
You need to know who you are and then find what suits you the best, not to feel into that role. Then you try to play that role. Now, I think it's we really need to have more to find that authentic, your unique you, and be that. It's
Amazing.
make our world more colorful. Imagine everyone they're no longer like a robot, go to the work every day, it do the same stuff they're assigned to, but they think, oh, I want to do this, and I really give that passion, motivation, all my energy, and my creativity, and make that thrive. And beautiful. Imagine we have 8 billion people on the planet, and everyone can be like that. And yeah, I think that's make our world really colorful and wonderful.
Wow. Wow. I just have to say that's amazing. Yes, that is advice to live by. That is an insight that I myself will be taking on as well. And I just hope that, it inspires other people to take on too, because honestly, it's truly right. Like you need to really define your own path yourself, and and be happy with whatever it is that you do choose to do. Because I feel like we live in a world of listening and comparing ourselves to other people quite a lot. So that is a really important message that you had there. And well, thank you so much for sharing that. Well, I am coming to my last question. If you could give a short message to your younger self, what would it be?
You mean to my younger self?
Yes. So if you were to speak to your younger self, with everything that you've learned now, if you were to give your younger self some advice, what would it be?
Yes. I would say, don't push yourself. Really listen to your inner voice. When it's not right, don't force to throw it. There's other way. Go and explore it. Be courageous. Try out new things. Yes, because something torturing you or make you feel so uncomfortable is not right. Don't listen to the others. Oh, just hold on that everyone we're suffering. It's okay. It's not okay. Stop it. Yeah, self-sabotage and yeah.
That's I really like that. Self-sabotage, it's something that I myself have struggled with for so long too. It's hard to not self-sabotage sometimes. So then, as you get older and you learn to kind of not do that to yourself anymore. But of course, it's not easy. So if I'd known that quite as a younger me, I feel like I'd achieve a lot. I'd have achieved a lot. So, well, thank you so much for. Sorry. Oh, please.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, sorry. Something happened to my screen for a second. You'll be able to cut this up part out. But well, thank you so much, Yuqing, for opening up and being able to share your experiences and insights into everything that you've done and how you set yourself up and how to be happy with yourself, and some of the things that I guess we'll go ahead and take and start asking ourselves those questions to be to almost like prompt ourselves to identify whether or not we really need to rethink the way we do things. And honestly, I can highly say reach out to Yuqing if you'd like to learn how to be happy and get that support and really truly live your powerful self and serve your purpose that makes you you. And honestly, truly just being yourself, as you said, is amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Yuqing, today. And thank you to everyone that's watching out there. Happy International Women's Day. I've been your host, Daisy, and I'll see you next time for the next episode. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.